had to find a better way to try to treat this. So that's when I started doing research on cannabis.
And what was your views on cannabis before you were smoking it medicinally?
I had mixed views on it, man. I grew up in some inner cities, and I've seen drugs do some horrible things to some families. And you hear about the gateway drug, marijuana, and this and that, and it's not the case, man.
So Donnie, you are now a medical marijuana patient. You walk into your first medical marijuana dispensary.
Right.
I mean, describe me your first reaction.
I was floored, amazed. I thought it was like a joke. I couldn't believe the variety. So I started asking person there, I didn't know what to call him at the time. It's a bud tender, like a bartender, but bud tender. What I was trying to treat, the symptoms, what my doctor was prescribing for was for pain at the time, for my arthritis.
How did it benefit you right away, man? The first time you went home, you went ahead and rolled out. Did you roll a blunt? Did you roll a joint?
I actually packed a bowl.
Yeah, cool.
Packed a little pipe, and I took a hit, just one little hit. Coughed, of course, because I hadn't done it. I got a little lightheaded, and then I started to realize that I was relaxing. I have some nerve damage in my left side. I started to notice that my hand wasn't shaking as bad, and I kind of didn't feel as awkward in my own skin automatically on the first hit. That's kind of how I felt. So from then on, I knew that cannabis was going to be part of my daily regimen, that I was going to make it part of my routine.
Now tell me, how were you turned on to vaping and of the CO2 oils?
How I got turned on to CO2 oils, going to my normal collective. I started, seeing other products other than the dry bud. Asked the bud tender, hey, what's that? Because I knew the benefits I was having. I thought, well, maybe I could take it even further or find more discreet methods. The vape, I'm able to use that at any time. Morning, noon, night. If I come to a situation and I think that I might have a social anxiety, or I don't feel like I'm going to fit in, or I'm starting to doubt myself, maybe I feel a little anxiety coming on, I might want to use a little bit of a sativa extract, a high concentrate sativa extract, to battle that anxiety. The consistency, the strength, the texture, I mean, it's a pure product. This company isn't trying to put any impurities in here. Again, we're in the cannabis industry, right? We're smoking natural. I'm trying to get on natural alternatives to this pharmaceutical cocktail garbage. I want the best cannabis products available to me, so that's why I'm choosing the gold product.
Cannabis is prohibited. So what is the fight right now going on? What are you doing?
If the federal government isn't recognizing it, they're calling it a crime. So if we use cannabis products, they will not prescribe us the other medications that we need. If I'm using a cannabis product and they know that by urinalysis or whatever, they won't give me treatment for anything else until I stop using that, because they're calling me an addict. I'm not a drug addict.
You're a patient.
I'm a patient. I'm in California. This is legal to me. And even if I wasn't in California, it should be legal to everyone.
It's already recognized as a medical marijuana state, and it's available. Why not have it available for the patients that are veterans that already fought for our country?
Exactly.
Something we don't know. Coming to 2016 next November. If they do have this a recreational state, do you believe the government will go ahead and have access to marijuana for veterans?
I would hope so. I really would hope that they will cross that line. I mean, they're voting, it's close. 54, you know what I mean? 4% are against. So it's only 4% that we got to change the minds. It's a small percentage. So we're almost there. We're almost on common ground. There's not much more of an argument. we should be trying anything that benefits any veteran to get them in a better situation for themselves or their family. Whether they've gone to combat or not, they've signed a contract to say that they would sacrifice their entire being for the sake of this country, and not to be thanked for it or to ask for anything in return except to come home and live in that same free country that we fought for.
Yo, and I just want to say thank you so much. I'd like to continue what you want to say, but I can't help but to say thank you so much for, signing up and doing it. Like I said, I have family in the forces as well.
Hey, thank them for me, man. Thank them today, man. Make sure you reach out, brother.
Anything else you want to go ahead and say as far as anyone wants to help out in that fight for cannabis from the Veterans Affairs? Where can they go ahead and reach that?
Right now, I've been looking into the Weed for Warriors project in Los Angeles. I am lucky enough to be working with Liquid Gold. I'm going to start to be doing some community outreach and things like that. So you should be looking for that in the future.
Nice. Yo, thank you so much for your time,
hey,
Johnny.
Again, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you. This is Chris with FarmaTV. Happy Veterans Day. Stay up.
Thank you, veterans.